Alrighty, this is the maintenance of the light source over me at the Ontario Museum of History and Arts. This is the light source moving in real time as I go everywhere, but I'm showing you what is the presence of the light source. Remains till whatever time that I remain. That's why it's here over the property at 8:14 a.m. That's why when I go to the dead end of Emporia during the 8 o'clock hour, it's over there, and it's not going to be over me at what is Euclid Avenue and Upland as I'm approaching the 7-Eleven, again at the same time as I am walking north of Euclid Avenue in this real-time perfect alignment as I'm walking in the direction north into that city. And again, that's just an example as I remain in Ontario at what is east of this location at Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. And I am facing east of that direction. The light source is not west of that Starbucks to be seen over the museum, to be seen at the intersection of Emporia at this property of the Ontario Museum. This is the light source that is in an entirely distinct and different location. It is centered on where I am as I am there. And the entity engaging in this is demonic. While the entity is engaging in this stalking with light, you are witnessing that impossibility because of what I'm showing you with regard to where I'm at, the time of day, the duration of time that the light source remains there, in other words, all times of the day, all manner of different directions with regard to showing what is the impossibility of that light source even being present. And like I stated yesterday, which was exactly the case, you're dealing with the demonic, covering up the sky with clouds, and the fake sun remains directly over me. So when I walk into Upland, or excuse me, I was at 8th Street at what was during the 7 o'clock hour still, the entity maintaining the light source over me at that I Street and Euclid Avenue intersection, it was over me while I'm here. You're talking about what is covering up the light source. And it is equally probative of what is stalking with the fake sun. It is understanding what is the character of the demonic that you are dealing with. As, again, the demonic, the demon-possessed, the government itself that's engaging in the satanic system, as you are becoming aware of what is the reality of the demon-possessed, what is the reality of literally Satan exercising real-time and control over the environment as opposed to some natural occurrence which has been referred to as climate change or global warming. There is no global warming, honey, when you have what is a fake sun that's remaining over me on this street, literally this street. This is Euclid Avenue all day long. And that is documentation that is already published. This is, again, 7:30 in the morning. The light source setting across the street in alignment. I'm still looking at this light source at the Ontario Town Square, which is on the opposite side of this intersection right here at 5:12 in the evening. That is not the sun. That is nothing that has anything to do with or can ever be addressed with something called global warming. This is demonic. This is the presence of Satan. And this is stalking with the light source. It's entirely conjured up in the pits of hell. It's not only demonic, though, which is relevant to prosecution for terrorism, while the demon-possessed, that is the government, the state of California, is engaged in interstate stalking with the people of the state who are in relevant position monitoring right now where they're sitting at a stoplight. All right, that's the demon-possessed, and they are criminals monitoring with communication devices. It is also what is, again, that combination of what is demonic and criminal in violation of existing federal law. That's Title 18, Section 2261A, subsections 1 and 2. It is 7:40 in the morning. I am speaking to what is the pattern of conduct. The light source remains in Ontario over the Ontario Museum of History and Arts. I am standing on the property at 225 South Euclid Avenue. I am facing what is east. This is not in alignment with the parking lot of Starbucks. I'm not going to see it over what is the south end of the museum, while I'm also at the same time remaining at that Starbucks at 101 North Vineyard Avenue, facing east at that intersection of Holt and Euclid Avenue, where I remain, by the way. And you're talking about what is the light source that's not at the same time over. These are demons that are crossing paths that are over the piercing over 630 North Fern Avenue. I want you to pay attention because Satan doesn't have a race. Satan doesn't have any sort of age or particular gender. Satan uses people, and they are representing, first of all, communication devices on their overweight persons while they are walking around in engineered light. These are the elements of monitoring that you're witnessing, and it's criminal conduct, and the people of the state to be prosecuted for that ongoing facilitation. This is the same entity acting through those third parties who do not have to speak to you. They're the same entity who are stalking on behalf of the state that is engaging in terrorism by helicopter, stalking by law enforcement. It is the P.O.C. that's underway. And that is why they are engaging in what is crossing path. It's 7:41 a.m. This is P.O.C.